Hello, this is Mr. Price here, and this is your video on converting fractions, decimals and percentages. I'm going to first go through some examples and then we'll go through some of the actual questions. Okay, so let's go straight in. I'm going to first do an example with a fraction to a decimal, just like we have here. So I want to turn 3/4 into a decimal. Okay, this is one that you should just know instantly as 0.75. Okay, 1/4 and 3/4 you need to sort of know on top of your head, and this one should be 0.75, and I'll show you how we can do this. So this means the top number 3 divided by the bottom number 4, because it looks like a division sign. Okay, a fraction looks just like a division sign. So we're going to do 3 divided by 4, and we're going to do this using our bus stop method. So 3 goes inside and 4 goes outside. And I think how many 4s go into 3, and that is 0. I now put in my decimal point and an extra 0, and I'm 3 away. I'm now going to think how many 4s go into 30, and that is 7 times, with a remainder of 2. So I've added an extra 0 in here and put in my remainder. And now I'll go how many 4s go into 20, and that is 5. So my answer for this one is 0.75. Okay, I'm also going to do an example of a decimal to a fraction. So let's do 0.8. Okay, now here I want to try and make this into a whole number. There's lots of ways we can do this, but the easiest way is just to multiply this by 10 to give me 8. So now what I actually want is a division sum which gives me 0.8, and using these numbers I know that 8 divided by 10 gives me this. So as a fraction this can be written as 8 as the top number and 10 as the bottom number. And now I just need to look to see if this simplifies. So I'm looking for a number that goes into 8 and 10, and I know that 2 goes into both 8 and 10. So I'm going to divide both of those by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So my answer is 4/5. Okay, let's look at an example of a decimal to a percentage. So, and a percentage to a decimal. I'll do the percentage to decimal first. So if I want to go from a percentage to a decimal, okay, the percentage sign looks like a division sign, and cent means 100, or you've heard century or centipede. So this means divide by 100. So there's your clue. All I'm going to do to 42% is I'm going to divide it by 100, and this gives me 0.42. So that is my answer. And now to go forwards again. If this is divided by 100, that will be multiply 100. So this will be 80%, and this will be 75%. Okay. So decimal to a fraction, 0.42 multiplied by 100 gives me 42. So therefore 42 divided by 100 gives me 0.42. So as a fraction, that's 42 out of 100. Okay, and I can see that 2 goes into both of these. So that gives me 21 over 50. Now I just need to quickly think of numbers that go into 21. That's 3 and 7. Neither 3 or 7 goes into 50, so that's finished as 21 over 50. Okay, 7 over 40. Let's do this one now. 7 over 40 means 7 divided by 40. So I'm going to put 40 outside and 7 inside. Okay, so 40 goes into 7 no times. Remainder 7. 40 goes into 70 once. And then 1 times 40 is 40, 50, 60, 70. We're 30 away. So now I need to go 40s into 300. Now I can just quickly write down my 40 times table to help me a little bit here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 40s go into 300, and I am 20 away. 40s into 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0.175 is my answer. Okay, now to go to that, I multiply by 100. That's 17.5%. Okay, decimal to a percentage. I multiply by 100. That is going to be 0.2%. Okay, now that's to a fraction. I need to multiply this by 1,000. So 0.002 multiplied by 1,000 gives me 2. So 2 divided by 1,000 is equal to 0.002. And I'm just realised you can't see this, sorry. Okay, so this is written as 2 over 1,000. Okay, and 2 goes into both of those, so that's going to be 1 over 500. Job done. Okay, 65%. Now here, this is one I haven't quite done before yet. To go from percentage to a fraction. Okay, to go from percentage to a fraction, 65% means 65 divided by 100. So I can write that as a fraction now. That's 65 over 100. Okay, and I can see that 5 goes into both of these. So 5 into 65 goes 13 times. 5 into 100 goes 20 times. So that's 13 over 20. 13 over 20. And then to do this, I just divide by 100, 0.65. Okay. This one, multiply by 100. That is 15%. Okay, and then this means 15 divided by 100. So that's going to be 15 over 100. Okay, 5 goes into both of these. 15 goes into 5 3 times. 20 goes into 100. 5 goes into 120 times, so 3/20ths. Okay, this one is a little bit easier. Okay, what I can do with this is 25, my denominator, can easily be scaled up to 100. So let's have a look at 65 over 6 over 25. Okay, now as a percentage, I know it needs to be out of 100. So to go from 25 to 100, I need to multiply that by 4. So I'm going to multiply the top by 4, and this is an equivalent fraction. 6 times 4 is 24. So that's 24%, because it's 24 out of 100. Okay, and now it's just a very easy matter of just dividing by 100 to get to a decimal. So 24 divided by 100, 0.24. Okay, this one, multiply by 100, 61%. And that's going to be 61 over 100. Okay, this one here, I'm just going to focus a little bit. It's a bit better. Okay, 87.5 or 87.5%. I'm just going to quickly change that to 87.5. It's a little bit easier in this case to work in a decimal, but not always. So, here, I just divide by 100. So that's going to be 0.875. And now I need to turn this into a fraction. So, 0.875 times by 100 times by 1,000, sorry, gives me 875. So 875 divided by 1,000 is my fraction, and I can see top and bottom can be divided by 5. Okay, potentially a tricky division sum there, so we're just going to quickly do a bust up to help us. 5 goes into 8 once with a remainder of 3. 5 goes into 37, 5 25, 37, 35, so 7, and with a remainder of 2. And 5 goes into 25 5 times, so that's 175. Okay, and then 1,000 divided by 5 is 200. Okay, this can be divided by 5 again. Okay, it takes a little bit of time, but it's all worth it. So 5s into 1 don't go, 5s into 17 goes 3 times, remainder 2. 5s into 25 goes 5 times, so that's now 35 over 40. And once again, I can still divide by 5. So 7 5s goes into 35, and 8 5s are 40, so this is 7/8. Good. So just watch out if you've got any of those fractions there, 7/8, 35, 40, 40, or 175 over 200, it could be simplified because numbers go into all of these. Okay, let's look at this one. I'm going to do this one a little bit quicker now. So 7 divided by 10 is 0.7, that's 70%. This is a decimal I should just know. I know that is a quarter, you should just know that one, which is therefore 25%. Okay, divide by 100, 0.44. Okay, and just going to do this one a bit of paper to help me. So 44 divided by 100. Okay, I can divide both of those by 2. It's 22 over 50. I can still divide by 2. That's 11 over 25. Okay, here's another one where I can make it a bit more quicker into a number out of 100. So multiply that by 5. So I'm going to multiply this by 5. So very quick sum for 17 multiplied by 5. So 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 1 is 5 plus the 3. 8. So that's 85 over 100. Therefore that's 85%, which is 0.85. Okay, this one is 53%. We'll do the easier ones now. This one is 0.54. This one is 60. This one I'm going to turn into a decimal. So that's 91.666. Again, that's just one you should know. And that's recurring. So that's going to be, let's say I need to divide that by 100. So that's 0.916 recurring, and 62.5. So that's going to be 0.625. Okay, this one, 1 over 200. I'm going to cheat a little bit and make this out of 100 by halving both my answers. So that's going to be 0.5 over 100, so that's going to be 0.5%. Okay, divide that by 100 to get my decimal. That's 0.005. Okay, and now just left with these fractions. So this is going to be 53 over 100, that doesn't simplify. This is going to be 54 over 100, this does simplify. I'm going to come back to that one. This is going to be 6 over 100. Sorry, that's going to be 6/10. I can do this one quickly. Okay, so 6 divided by 10 gives me 0.6. Divide top and bottom by 2, that's going to be 3/5. Okay. We'll come back to this one. Okay, this one, 54 divided by 100. Okay, divide top and bottom by 2. So that's going to be 27 over 50. Okay, so that is 27 over 50. And which ones do I have left? Okay, so here 62.5. So that's going to be 625 divided by 1000. This is one of those ones that's going to take a little while. So we'll divide by 5. So that goes once, remainder 1, twice, remainder 2, 5, so that's 125 over 200. Divide again. So that goes twice, 25, so that's going to be 25 over 40. And then that's going to be 5 5 25, and then 5/8. Divide top and bottom by 5. Okay, and that is done. If you need further help on converting any of these, then do not hesitate to come and see me and we can sort those out. Well done if you got a lot of those. Some of those weren't easy. And especially well done if you tried those without a calculator. And thank you.